Hello, I am a teacher of English, Mikhailovskaya Nina Arkadievna, and today we have the lesson of English on the textbook Excel Grade 9 by Express Publishing. This is lesson 6, the first term. And lesson objectives. To understand the main points in an extended talk on a curricular topic discussing career options, learning skills, to understand speaking information and detail in a dialogue on a curricular topic discussing career options, reading skill, and to use formal and informal language words and structures in the talk on a curricular topic discussing career options, speaking skills. Module 1, Lesson 6, the section Everyday English 1D, the theme of the lesson is discussing career options. And the first task is, you can see the sentences. They are from a dialogue between a careers guidance counselor, CGC, and a student, S. You should identify who says which of these sentences and put CGC for a counselor and S for a student. Do it please in your exercise books. Have you decided what you like to study? Вы уже решили, что вы хотели изучать? I'm still not sure what's best for me. Я все еще не решил, что же лучше для меня. Do you have any hobbies? У вас есть какие-либо хобби? Have you thought about studying? Вы думали о том, чтобы изучать? That sounds interesting. Это звучит интересно. That's what I'm here for. Вот для чего я здесь. Now let's check your variants, your choices, and mine. The first is said by a counselor. The second by a student. The third is again said by a counselor. The fourth, have you thought about studying, is said by a counselor. Then that sounds interesting is said by a student. And the last, that's what I am here for, is said by a counselor. I believe that you have worked hard and your answers are right. Now we will listen to the dialogue between a counselor and a student, Asel. Look through it very attentively, listen to me, follow my reading, and be ready for next sentences on the text. Have a seat, Asel. Thanks. So, Asel, have you decided what you'd like to study at university? I've been thinking about it, but I'm still not sure what's best for me. What kind of job do you think you might be happy doing? Well, I like the thought of working with animals, but I don't want to be a vet. I see. Do you have any hobbies? I like swimming. I also enjoy scuba diving because I get to see water animals and plants in their natural environment. How are you doing in biology and chemistry? I am doing really well. I usually get top marks. Have you thought about studying marine biology? That sounds interesting. Why don't you think about it? Discuss it with your parents and we'll talk again next week. Okay, thank you. You've been a big help. You are welcome. That's what I'm here for. Look through the dialogue again and be ready for the next exercise. Now, let's do this task. You can see the sentences or the statements, and you should find in the dialogue the sentences or phrases with the same meaning. You may use your textbooks, look through the dialogue again, and find the sentences with the same meaning. And the first is, I understand. You should look through the dialogue and find the same meaning phrase. Is there something you like doing in your free time? Again, find the sentence with the same meaning. Есть что-то, что тебе нравится делать в свое свободное время? What results are you getting in? Какие результаты у тебя, for example, in English, in biology? What results are you getting in? You succeeding in? Find again the sentence or the question with the same meaning in the dialogue. And don't forget to write down the answers in your exercise books. The next, don't mention it. Не стоит благодарности. And the last, I'm only doing my job. Я просто делаю мою работу. Now let's check. The first I understand means I see. Я понимаю. The sentence, is there something you like doing in your free time? Have the similar sentence, the sentence with the similar meaning. Do you have any hobbies? The next, what results are you getting in? And in the dialogue, how are you doing in biology and chemistry? Как дела? Как ваши успехи? How are you doing? Don't mention it. In the dialogue is you are welcome. And the last, I'm only doing my job. In the dialogue is that's what I'm here for. Pay attention to these sentences and look at them very attentively, because you can use all of them in a dialogue which you will make at the end of our video lesson. In this task, you should fill in 4 sentences that are given above. They are in red color. You should fill in the dialogue next to the numbers 1, 2, 3, and 4, and they should logically associate it with the meaning of the sentences. So, Becky, have you decided what you like to study at university? I have been thinking about it a lot, but choose one of the statements above. What kind of job do you think you might be happy doing? I think I'd like a job where I could help people. I see. How are you doing in biology and chemistry? Very well. I usually get top marks. And how about other subjects like maths and English? Choose the phrase which is given above. Okay, how about studying medicine? You could become a doctor. Again, for the position 3, choose one of the statements above. It might suit me, thank you. Not at all. And the last phrase. Now let's see the correct variant. So, Becky, have you decided what you'd like to study at university? I have been thinking about it a lot, but I'm still not sure what's best for me. What kind of job do you think you might be happy doing? I think I'd like a job where I could help people. I see. How are you doing in biology and chemistry? Very well. I usually get top marks. And how about other subjects like maths and English? I'm doing very well. Okay. How about studying medicine? You could become a doctor. That sounds interesting. It might suit me. Thank you. Not at all. That's what I'm here for. I'm sure that your work is well done and you haven't done any mistakes. This is the task for your self-study. You should evaluate your achievements during the lesson, and if you are able to make up a dialogue between a career counselor and a student discussing option career, that is why you have achieved, you have developed your skills properly. Write a similar dialogue to the one that we have read on the previous slide in your exercise books. Use ideas that we have discussed. I have prepared a dialogue, an example of a dialogue on the theme of the lesson. Let's listen to them, look through it, and you may use ideas in your own dialect. So, what would you like to study at university? I don't know. What kind of job do you think you might be happy doing? I think I'd like a job where I could help people. How are you doing in history and English? Very well. I usually get top marks. Well done. And how about studying law? You could become a lawyer, advocate, закон. That sounds interesting. It might suit me. Thank you. Not at all. That's what I'm here for. You may use your own ideas. You may use any subjects. I have chosen history and English. You may use biology, chemistry, literature, Russian, any subjects. And again, the job. I have chosen lawyer. You may choose any of the jobs. Our lesson is over, and I would like you evaluate your achievements during the lesson. And you can see the marks. You put tick if you're sure that your competence, listening, reading, and speaking, good. You should put square if your competence is very good, and circle if your competence is excellent. Try to say these sentences, and if they are right, put one of the marks. Now I can listen to the text about career options and understand the context. I can complete the dialogue with necessary speech structures. I can read dialects without mistakes and understand the formal and informal style of the text. I can use corresponding to the situation speech structures and insert them in a new dialogue. And I can make up an informal dialogue on the theme of the lesson. This is your self-evaluation. Our lesson is over. I thank you for your hard work and I wish you good luck. The lesson is over. Goodbye.